big question for you. What does it mean when you can think in a different language? So, let's break this down. When people say, oh, yeah, you can think in a different language, that sort of suggests that they're getting near to fluency, right? If you're fluent in a different language, you don't have to translate to your native language because you can just feel the words and they come out your mouth and that's it. And then you can hear the words coming back and you're not translating, you're just speaking it and listening to it like you're having a conversation with yourself, basically, or with someone else in your native language. So, essentially, what people mean by that is when you get to a certain level in a different language, you don't have to translate to your native language. I'm English, I might be speaking in Spanish, I don't have to translate between the two. When you reach a certain level, your mind recognizes the sounds coming in and it turns it into words and phrases and therefore meaning. However, when you're at a lower stage and you're just understanding things, you're learning or you're listening to what someone's just said and thinking, what does that mean? Let's try and deconstruct the sentence. Let's try and work out what it means. Oh, it means that. 30 seconds later, you've missed what they've said in the future. So you're always a step behind of what they mean and what they want to say. So what can we do with this information? Well, we need to deconstruct what it means to think in a different language and how we can help ourselves when we want to generate words to be more fluent at speaking. In English, for example, in my native language, I could want to say a sentence, I'd like to study Spanish so I can travel abroad. That might be a sentence I want to say. So I need to think, okay, I want to study Spanish. I could use the word learn instead of study. So what happens is as our brains generate the words that we want to say, the more synonyms or similar words that we want to use that pop up and that are available to us, the easier it becomes. The issue is when you're thinking of something you want to say, but you can't think of the right word in your target language to say it. So the point of this video is if you're struggling to come up and generate the words in your target language, what I'd recommend is not by focusing on your vocabulary learning loads of different words from different genres like cat, fish, cutlery, random words, but focus on the 100 or 200 most common words used in everyday conversation in your target language or even in your own language. If I go out to a shop and I say, oh yeah, a bag please, yes, super, how much is that? Oh, is there a discount? Or anything that you'd use regularly, focus on them. It could be good, sad, thoughts and feelings like that. Any words that you're likely to be using on a regular basis, learn quite a lot of similar words like that. So next time I want to say a phrase, I can substitute a word that I can't quite remember with a different word that I might know. So, for example, if I said I want to travel to Spain, I can then, if I forget the word for travel in my target language, I can say I want to go to Spain. I want to visit Spain. And all of those combinations make sense, but the thing is, I have more options if I forget something. So if I want plan A, which is I want to travel to Spain, and I forget that, plan B is I want to go to Spain. By knowing multiple words around the same genre of what I want to say, my words can load up quicker in my head, and I am perceived to be more fluent in that language. I can then express myself more clearly, even though it might not be absolutely perfect as to what I want to say. My body language and the context explains it well enough. That's it for today. See you later.